to take you guys to Rome's top-rated Chinese restaurant, where the dishes will surprise you. We also take by-jaw shots, so stick around to see how that goes. After 35 days of walking, roughly 750 kilometers, countless gelato, pastas and pizzas, we are finally in Rome. Surprise! What an achievement. I can't believe that this is the end of our walking journey. How do you feel about it?
It's been wonderful, but it's been hard too. It's been a long way, and we're
ready for a drink.
We're living it up now. Cheers.
It's party time.
I'm so proud of us.
La Dolce Vita.
Originally, I had planned to vlog this entire journey, but somewhere along the walk, I just realized I needed some time to just chill out, not think too much about content. So I feel so refreshed after the last 6 weeks of walking. I've had some really important realizations about where I'm going, what path I'm on, what kind of content I want to bring to you guys in the future. And I'm so excited to get back to China. Tomorrow, I'm flying back and get back to making content.
We wanted to stay with us.
It's been so amazing.
Beck's already flown back, and now you fly back.
Yeah, so Beck has actually joined us for this trip. She joined us for the last 2 weeks of the walk. It's my birthday today. I am 30 and the best birthday present of all time. Beck is here to join us in Italy. Yay! How are you feeling? First day of walking today?
Cold.
It's absolutely gross today. We're walking a 30-kilometer day for my 30th birthday and it's absolutely pouring. We've all got our wet weather gear on, these sexy rain kilts.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Looking good, feeling good.
It's been probably my favorite family holiday we've ever done. Anyway, we all walked in together as a family yesterday into Rome. Day 35 of walking today, and it's a very special day because we are actually walking into Rome. It's our last day of walking, which we are both relieved, a bit excited, a bit sad about, I guess, because it's been such a wonderful trip, and Beck's actually going to be leaving tomorrow morning, so we've woken up at the crack of dawn. It's like 6 a.m. literally. I'll show you my watch, but it's under my cool sleeves. This last day of walking led us through the suburbs of Rome, and it felt absolutely unreal when we climbed a hill and got our first view of the Vatican, our end point. Check it out, the Vatican. Wow, isn't that a sight for sore eyes after 750 kilometers actually seeing our end goal. Before we knew it, we were on to the last kilometer. Just wanted to show this here. We are the final kilometer until we reach our destination of the Vatican. I cannot believe it. The final stretch here. Final kilometer, Mum.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Very proud of myself, actually.
You should be.
My feet are screaming for these shoes to come off and not ever to come on again.
How are you feeling about it all?
Feeling good, babe. Feeling very proud. Very proud that I've done it and very honoured that I've done it with you.
Aww.
So that's what I'm feeling. There's not many, you know, as you get older and you get the chance to spend time with your kids like this, and it's wonderful. It's a real gift. Last few hundred metres.
It's like the moment I've waited 750 kilometers for, but I didn't know I was waiting 750 kilometers for. Like, this walk hasn't felt like one linear line. It's just felt like, oh, we're walking every day, we're walking here, we're walking there. But I think in this moment it's kind of like I'm realizing we've been walking all this way to come here. It's very euphoric. We walked into the Vatican arm in arm, and that feeling of excitement, relief, disbelief, as well as this huge sense of achievement is like nothing I've ever felt, and it's a moment I'll remember for the rest of my life. And then we finished. That was the end of the walk. Oh, we have some snacks.
Oh, snacks come.
Look at that. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Now, we have had some snacks through Italy. I mean, I love an aperitivo with the snacks, but this looks very luscious. As you can imagine, we've been eating a lot of Italian food on this trip, which has been amazing. I've learned so much about the cuisine in general, but I have to say, we've been 40 days into this trip, 35 days of walking, 5 days off and leisure, but I'm ready, guys.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to depart from Italian cuisine, and tonight I have kindly requested for my last meal in Italy if we can get Chinese food. So we are going back to old school Chinese food adventures.
Yes.
I'm going to take you guys to Rome's top-rated Chinese restaurant, and it's actually a Sichuan restaurant, exactly the food I've been craving.
I'm ready to get my mouth numb.
The smell inside the restaurant was divine. You could smell the spice and already had me feeling like I was back in China. And I have had a quick squiz at the menu and it looks really, really authentic actually. A lot of not your typical Western Chinese fare, definitely not. I mean, look, you open up this menu and the first page, you have your cold appetizers, you have kou shui ji, one of my favorite cold appetizers. And I mean, look at all of the chili in this menu. Very, very keen to get a Mao Shui Wang. Get mum and dad to try Mao Shui Wang for the first time. It's blood, tripe. Not gonna let dad know, but it's really, really good. And people who like it love it for its texture, me included. So many textures in this dish, and I know they're really gonna enjoy it. Oh my gosh, guys, they even have my favorite.
What else is there on the menu? I see grappa Chinese, which I'm guessing is baijiu.
Oh, my neighbor will be so happy to see that on the menu. With so many yummy options, it was awesome to sit down with restaurant manager Diana for some recommendations.
这个餐厅最受欢迎的菜是什么？
这个餐厅如果是冷菜的话，是这个口水鸡，
哦，是我最喜欢的。
热烤这个切饼，因为这个是只有成都才有的。
你觉得你们这里做的这个是比较正宗吗？
因为我是成都人
啊，OK， 怪不得。
我们只做自己家乡的菜。
Tourists 来到这个餐厅，他们一般来说会点什么样的菜？他们会点那种冒菜啊，冒菜比较受欢迎吗？
对，冒菜特别受欢迎，不是有一点是特别。
那你们为什么选择来到洛马呢？一开始
我是觉得，我如果要选择在一个国家生活的话，我想选择有艺术氛围的，我就选择意大利。
而且他这里的人，他跟成都人生活习惯一样，他们很热情，而且男士很绅士，女士吧，他们有些人还是很优惠，所以我喜欢他们。
我6月份回去。
哦，6月份也要回去。
对。
我6月份要去成都。
我6月份也要去成都，我们一起玩。我带你，
加个微信
，OK，
可以吗？
可以啊，
当然可以。我让你用成都人的生活方式来玩成都才好玩。
Oh, okay. Well, okay. This is amazing. I've just found my new guide for Chengdu. Sometimes things just happen really well.
See you in Chengdu.
I will see you in Chengdu. 我们加个微信吧。But before we try Chengdu food in Chengdu, we've got to try Chengdu food in Rome first.
那需要吗？
哦，需要。Yeah， 需要。
And seeing just how red these dishes are, I think this rice might be a necessity.
Getting a little bit nervous.
But you know what the best way to deal with nerves is?
意大利罗马也能喝到真正的二锅头，中国酒二锅头。
I have to say this is one of the more surreal settings I've drunk by Joe. I mean, what a cross-cultural experience this has turned out to be.
Oh wow.
还好，见到你们真开心啊，非常幸运能碰到你们这么优秀的。来，
干杯！
好，干杯！
干杯！干杯！
我愉快，干杯！一点点，谢谢。一点点。
What an international experience we're having here. I hardly know where to start. This smells and looks amazing.
Smells and looks amazing.
It looks very red.
Very red. So I hope you guys are ready for a bit of a spice tonight.
Yep.
I think the first thing I want to go in for is this over here before it gets cold.
It smells really good, yeah.
It's deep fried, and it's eggplant with mincemeat. On top there's like
really
a
good.
sweet and sour kind of sauce almost. Look at that. Packet of goodness there. Oh yeah, this is really good.
Oh, that's delicious.
So you've got mincemeat on the inside, so you've got that lovely like succulent texture.
Yeah.
You've got the eggplant outside of that, and then it's been deep fried, so it's almost
Crunchy.
It reminds me of what's that thing called? A turducken? Turducken, like a turkey duck chicken.
Yeah.
It's like something inside of something inside of something. There's so many layers to this. Like, check that out. It reminds me of the sauce and the flavor profile of a yuxiangqiezi, like a fish-flavored eggplant. With that sauce, it's like sweet, it's sour, it's slightly spicy, not over the top spicy, definitely very friendly for a foreign palate. It would be good if we got in just like a few minutes earlier while it was still really crunchy on the outside, but that is the nature of food vlogging. You just need to get that B-roll.
He's got to get a B-roll.
我小时候的话都会点2份，因为一般去餐馆才会点，自家做太麻烦了。如果是去店里的话，你如果只点1份的话，你只能吃到1次的机会；如果点2份的话，你就吃2到3个。所以说我开了店，我一定要卖这道菜。
Oh man, I'm so excited for some rice actually. It'll be my first rice in a month.
And look, some of this. Look at that.
Oh, Dad.
Oh, look at that.
I can already see the Dunmore coming across the street saying, 会吃,会吃,爸爸会吃.
Oh yeah. Bye, Joe Break.
Bye, Joe Break.
Bye, Joe.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ganbei. Cheers.
Ganbei. Ganbei, everyone.
Oops, I spilled half of it over me.
Enough ganbei for her. That's all I'm saying.
It's enough Ganbei.
Well, it's better that spilt on me than that red stuff. And I don't know what I'm thinking. Every time I go to Sichuan restaurants, I always wear white. I don't know, it's something subconscious in me. It's like I want a challenge. I don't even know.
And do you know what we did today? After walking all that distance, we went shopping and bought clean clothes.
We did not bring this from home.
So these are brand new. They smell good. They don't smell like 40-day-old walker.
It's been one of the things I've been so excited about on this walk. Saying goodbye for now to the same pair of clothes that I've worn for the last month and just wearing something new and fresh and clean and wearing a bit of perfume. Oh, I feel fresh as a daisy. Okay, let's see if I can get through this next dish, Mao Cai, without spilling anything on myself. It's something that I really see the most in Chengdu, which is something called Mao Cai. This is it here, this big pot. And you can essentially think of this as the one man's hot pot.
冒菜的话是我们很喜欢的，因为有菜有肉，这样子的话就可以全部。如果是一个人的话，是最好可以点一个这个。
In Chengdu, there are all these places, so many places that you can go to that all have the words Mao Cai on them. And you can choose what vegetables, what meats you want. They're usually pre-cooked. And then they're immersed in this beautiful, spicy, usually spicy broth, and you eat it. And it's really popular because it's easy to eat, it's cheap, it's affordable, and it tastes like hot pot. There's actually a saying, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, my Chinese audience, is 冒菜是一个人的火锅，火锅是一群人的冒菜. Let me know if I got that right. We weren't given the opportunity to choose our ingredients for this. It's pre-selected, but I'm sure it's going to be really tasty. It looks really good. We've got some bean curd, we've got tofu skin, we've got some cucumber, we've got some meat. Does that look like fungus?
We got some of your
Potato.
You don't need like those.
Oh, lotus fruit. Yum. Look at this variety of vegetables you've got in there.
I'm just going to go.
Oh, you're going to have some of the broth. Nice. It's really good. It's got a kick, but not overwhelming. It's just really nice, well-rounded flavor. I think. Lots of levels. Yeah?
Sit back in my...
Oh, wow. Oh, man, your chili tolerance has really declined in the time we've been apart.
There's so much food.
Oh, they've also got guanfen in here. Guanfen, these are my favorite. Look, guanfen is like this, it's a noodle made from, I think, sweet potato starch? I'm not sure, but it's like really wide and so chewy. It's my favorite hot pot ingredient. Let me try that first. It's really good.
I'm going to go for the woody fungus.
That was a chili sneeze. I haven't been away for 6 weeks. I haven't had anything chili for 6 weeks.
We haven't had any chili here. I can't tell you guys how good it feels to have these flavors right now. But you know what I haven't had yet? And I think it's time to have is some rice. This will be my first rice in a month. What the hell? I think it's the longest I've gone ever. You know what I want to do? I'm going to get... Ooh, I'm going to have some tofu. I'm going to put it on my rice. And I'm going to have a big, old, fat mouthful.
Sorry?
I'm so happy right now, and it makes me even more excited to be flying back to China tomorrow. But the tofu holds its juice. But it's about to get even spicier because we're about to go in with the Mao血旺.
Have you been saving the best for last, Amy?
I have. So usually I like to pick up my dishes to show the camera, but this one I don't think I can actually pick up. Wait, I don't trust the angle.
Oh,
Mao血旺.
wow.
Mao血旺.
That's a big bowl of food.
That's a big bowl of food.
I think it's called my shoulder. So this is called Mao血旺, which is one of my favorite Sichuan dishes, and it's basically comprised, the hero of this dish is the duck blood. It's one of my favorite bloods, as I've said time and time again.
You've
Because
become a connoisseur of blood.
in the time we've been apart, yes. I
So proud.
Basically, it's comprised of duck blood, you've got tripe in there. It's basically a concoction of internal organs, and the reason this dish is loved by so many people is because of the textures. There's so many textures in this. This is something you definitely want to have with rice because it is quite spicy. And another thing to know about this dish is I think it actually originated in Chongqing.
Yeah, we're going into
Let's
blood.
have some blood first. I'd love to see how you think of it because it's really, really delicious. And it's something that I wish more people were open-minded to because it's just like a tofu. It absorbs the flavor just like tofu and has a really nice texture. Please.
Except it's blood. Okay, I'm open-minded. I'm being open-minded.
You can do it. Very nice. Really good. It is.
Very spicy.
You can't taste anything. It's a very subtle flavor.
Not the idea.
Yeah. I guess it's funny because I've come so far on this Chinese food journey is foods that were once unfamiliar to me and now are just so commonplace. Like eating blood, I don't bat an eyelid. I'm so happy right now. That is what I have been craving. I've dreamed of this. Also, I think it definitely helps that the owners are from Chengdu. It has that feel. It's, you know, it doesn't have that same feel as a lot of Western Chinese restaurants that, you know, it's all the same bland, starchy, greasy kind of dish. This is something that if I got in Chengdu, I would be happy with. How are you going? You've gotten very quiet.
My mouth is on fire.
I need to start training you again. If you're going to be coming to China and backpacking with me, you need to go on a training course to get
Don't worry, I'll whip them into shape.
I know what'll fix it. Oh! That does help.
I can't believe we're at the end of this adventure here and I'm going back to China tomorrow. But thank you guys for this amazing journey we've had together. Like, to be able to do this with you guys has been honestly like the best decision to come along and come from the beginning, and I feel like it's an amazing achievement to have shared with you. But anyway, on that note, that's going to bring us to the end of our Chinese food adventure for today. This has been really surprisingly great, and as always, what should the audience do then?
SLC, subscribe, like, comment, because that's how you say thank you, Amy.
Exactly. So please guys, if you have enjoyed this video, do all of the above, especially subscribe. It really helps me out, and like the video so that more people can see it. And yeah, that's going to be it from us.
Yeah.
Let's say ciao. Ciao from Rome, and I'll see you in China next week on my channel.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.